The following is a presentation of TNN Media. It shall not be distributed, uploaded, or broadcasted without the written consent of TNN Media.
Here at the Merrimac School for the students here at the Donaghue and have gone through a myriad of changes over that time. Without further ado, I'd like to first thank our Merrimac School graduates who have come down to play some music for you as you wait and will play the processional for us. The music that you've been listening to has been composed by Helen, who is the Merrimac graduate and recent Kentucky Regional High School graduate, one of our stars.
All the way over. Taller than the girl in the white shirt and the black shirt. He's looking towards
I'd like to invite Gennaro Reno, our student council president, up to salute the flag.
Please rise.
So I'd like to start our presentation today with Gennaro and Citizenship sharing with you some of their memories from their time here at the Merrimac School.
Here are memories from 4th grade, 5th grade, and 6th grade. In 4th grade, at the time, the teachers were Mrs. Pinto, Mrs. Curtis Perret, and Mrs. Peach. Those were all amazing teachers. That's, true. We did create a person project where we would be given a state and we would have to create a person. Recreational challenges and games were a big hit and they were fun, so we did it fun. Mrs. Richards' class would not do a morning greeting, but we would go to the gym and do push-ups, sit-ups, planks, and crunches. We did that because we called Mrs. Richards hardcore. We went to the MSPCA that year as a grade. The teachers had never done that before, but the other classes had had enough and wanted it on film. We studied ecosystems that year, so we went to the beaver pond in town forest. The greenscape people came to school, and we spent the morning with the hands-on activities. Mrs. Richards' class was able to go to school early to do math to get a better education. Mrs. Provenzel's class was able to use Fridays for any makeup work and do what they owed her. There was an incident with axe spread. I won't go into the details, but all the students should remember that. Mrs. Hitchcock's class had different projects. The students would do things like create a book club, build something, and just report over other little things they would commit to do for the school year. Mrs. Hitchcock would read the shredded series in the class, and Mrs. Richards read Wonder to the class. In Mrs. Richards' class, we would make what we thought our heritage from our books looked like. A lot of people, including me, made new friends and went out of their comfort zones talking to new people. One sad thing that we will all remember is Mrs. Hitchcock leaving. She was a fun teacher. We can all agree on the fact that as a grade, that was a really good year for everyone. This year, we did our endless projects, including our Agents of Change projects, where we would have to make a difference on our time at home for homework, Tolerance for Diversity, where we basically explained how everyone is equal and no one really should be treated in bad ways. And if we wanted to, we were able to present our projects at a community meeting. We made vertical gardens in science class. That was a garden made out of recyclable materials that can hold plants' life. The Doctor project is where we would study a body system and find the treatment and diagnosis for a patient of gender or a certain age. We also did the History of Communication project, where we created a project of our choice to explain the history. We did a debate on Hammurabi and Madison, where we had to debate their laws and whose were better and why. We wrote books on the 3 Stone Ages, the Paleolithic Age, the Mesolithic Age, and the Neolithic Age. That was pretty fun. We did the Attitude of Gratitude project, where we were thankful for what we had and we did not worry about what was going to us in the future. Those were some of the many endless projects this year. This year, we also opened the time capsules we made in 3rd grade, went to Project Adventure twice, went to the Museum of Science twice, to see what we would be dealing with next year. And we all danced with Miss Vito for our morning reading and did other things like go for walks and just have fun as a class for our reading. We had our first annual Merrimac talent show between Sweet Sir and Donaghue, and it was at night too, and I was a host. It was pretty fun. That talent show had great acts, and our first ever Merrimac Schools Field Day, which was combined with Donaghue and Sweet Sir, with the Kona Slush Trip. We did kindness sheets this year, and we would write all the kind of things we did that week. If we had a fact about Egyptian pharaohs and shared it with the class, we would be the pharaoh of the day. Everyone this year took huge positive risks from Project Adventure to presenting something to the class, and we all got out of our comfort zones. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed what we have done in 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. Hello, my name is Sydney, and I have been in the Merrimac School program since kindergarten. I would like to share a few memories from kindergarten to 3rd grade that stood out to me. In kindergarten, we performed a rainforest show and made a giant paper mache tree like classmates for the show. I used to be nervous giving speeches and getting up in front of people, and I'm at ease with it. I enjoy being the voice of the students. I listen to the students and bring their concerns to the student council. If need be, we then meet with Mr. Marino or whoever can help us achieve our goals to solve our problems. I enjoy the community spirit the student council brings to the school. The student council brings our spirit days and school events that bring us together as a whole. Our most recent event was our first annual Merrimac Schools Talent Show. We worked hard together, helped with auditions, and we ran the show. I enjoyed having that responsibility, and I know our peers did as well. The student council has been a very positive way to motivate me in many ways. I enjoyed playing soccer and basketball, but I also wanted another extracurricular activity to add to the list. Student council was a perfect fit for me. Thank you.
So oftentimes we celebrate the students themselves and their academic achievements, but an event like this gives us a great opportunity to celebrate the many other talents, skills, and I would like to invite our specialists, our single subject teachers up here, starting with Ms. Dupre, who's going to share with her some thoughts about our education and some of our successes that we've had.
Good morning. There are no tests to measure a student's excellence in visual arts. Artistic talent is individual and subjective. We all have our perspective of what beauty is. Art allows us to be creative and expressive. I base the following certificates on each student's effort, creativity, and enthusiasm in the artwork. They express a passion for working not just one medium, but various media that we explore and challenge. It is a great pleasure that I announce this year's recipients. Ethan Fletcher,
Now when we practiced that, they were supposed to stay up here in front so you could all take a nice picture. Maybe we can do that with the Musicianship Award, which will be next. I'd like to introduce Mr. Anthony Vicente, who is our new music teacher here, and is just finishing up his first year to share with you some thoughts on musicianship at the Merrimac School.
When we take music classes, our students experience music in a number of ways. Through singing, performing on instruments, composing, improvising, developing listening skills, studying musical form, and exploring music from within our own culture, as well as those from around the world and throughout the course of history. Today, we would like to recognize the following students as for their consistent performance, outstanding participation effort, and Jessica Baines, Helen Green, Simon Davis, and Joseph DiGennaro. And now I'd like to recognize all 6th grade students who participated in the Helen, our Donaghue School Chorus. These students have developed excellent singing skills, performance protocols, and a good understanding of music. I am very proud of their accomplishments. The following students are Destiny Dustin, Nicholas Gates, James,
So next, I'd like to invite Ms. Curtis Perret up to the stage. And maybe this time our students will remember to stay lining up right after the we'll see.
Good morning. Traditionally, these awards are given to students who have exhibited the following criteria in the special education classroom: athletic ability, leadership, positive attitude, sportsmanship, and self-discipline. This year I'll be awarding 2 students for their outstanding sportsmanship in PE. These students model not just athleticism, but fair play. I'll also be awarding 2 students for their outstanding spirit in PE. These students model a good attitude, even when class was difficult for one reason or another. The students receiving the awards for sportsmanship are Joshua Page and Natalie Cooper. Awards for spirit are Jolie Elwell and Ray Ross, who's not here today.
One of the things that's most impressed me about joining this district is our commitment to music education, introducing instrumental music in the 4th grade. It's a very uncommon benefit that our kids have the opportunity to have from a young age. So I'd like to invite Ms. Guerrero to the stage. Recognize the students on stage.
The following students are being recognized for their participation in the Donaghue Band and Orchestra. These students have participated in the instrumental music program, which is comprised of weekly music lessons, ensemble rehearsals, and a number of performances throughout the school year. We commend them for their musical excellence. The 2017 recipients are, in band, Stephen Barnes, Hayden Curry, Zachary Sarah, Madeline and students that participated in the orchestra, Christian Gomez,
So one of the things that our students like to contribute is thoughts in their 6th grade graduation ceremony. So each of our students, and we'll divide them into 3 parts, will share an inspirational quote that means something to them. So we'll start with our classroom on the end over here. every day we yearn to raise good students, kids who think, kids who can grow academically. But if we're not focusing and helping them become good citizens, then we're not doing our jobs. I'd like to invite Ms. Pond and Ms. Bailey to share citizenship.
Good morning. The Donaghue Citizenship Award is presented to 6th grade students who have independently exemplified the qualities of being a Donaghue citizen, even when it was not easy or the most popular thing to do. These students have been principled, caring, and gone out of their comfort zone to help in creating an environment where their classmates felt safe and accepted. These citizens made others feel included in the group, helped another student in a time of need, and just did the right thing without expecting credit or recognition. We'd like to recognize the following students for their citizenship this year. Jessica Bates.
I'd like to invite our second class up to share with you their inspirational.
Always turn a negative situation into a positive situation. Michael Jordan.
Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, others make it happen. Michael Jordan. Sometimes it's the journey that teaches you a lot of every destination. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take for granted. We didn't realize we were making memories, we just knew we were having fun. We knew this.
Hakuna Matata. It means no worries. Timon and Pumbaa from the right.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody's left out or forgotten. Who knows this?
You believe in things, we should all the way. Specifically,
Growing old is mandatory, but growing up is optional. Walt Disney. Not all those who wander are lost. J.R.R. Tolkien. You shouldn't dream your films, you should make it. Steven Spielberg. Sometimes the right path is not the easiest one. Pocahontas. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. John F. Kennedy. Don't be afraid, just believe. Matt 5:36. Let us remember, one book, one pen, one child, and one teacher can change the world. Malala Yousafzai.
Train like a champion and you'll become one. Ellie Carter.
Impossible or don't stand, Nelson Mandela. Perfection itself is imperfection. Vladimir
everybody. The annual presentation of the Presidential Award demonstrates to all students that academic excellence is recognized and honored at the national level. Awards are given to eligible students who are in the exit grades of elementary, middle, junior high, or senior high school. To receive the President's Education Award for outstanding academic excellence, a student must earn an A- or 90% grade point average each term in grades 4 through 6 and be recommended by the teachers. The sixth graders at Donaghue who meet this criteria will be receiving an award certificate signed by the U.S. Secretary of Education and by the President of the United States. I applaud the example you set for students across the country, and I wish you the very best in the years ahead. So I'd like to congratulate the following students: Caitlin Armayo, Jack Mayhew, Andy Moriarty, Elizabeth Murphy, Grace Person, Cindy Pichette, Benjamin Whitlock, and Diana Williamson. One, two, three, back. Now I'd like to invite our third, sixth grade team to share their inspirational quotes.
Believe and you will. Sometimes you don't realize your own strength until you come face to face with your greatest weakness. Susan Gale. Many people will walk in and out of your life while making friends with people who fall your heart by Eleanor Roosevelt. Don't worry about those who talk about you behind your back. They're behind you for a reason. Craving for muscle. The harder are safe. That's not what chips were built for. John Shea. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. Thomas Edison. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. Zig Ziglar.
Tall sometimes stand up a Japanese proverb.
I will not let other people walk in my mind with their dirty feet. Gandhi. It doesn't come from what you can do. It comes from overcoming the things you once thought you couldn't. Ricky Rogers. Some say everything will make perfect sense. So for now, laugh with confusion, smile with tears, and keep reminding yourself that everything happens for a reason. Unlike.
You just have to go as far as you can go. Everyone works their way to the top. David Ortiz.
Your eyes on the stars and feet on the ground. Don't think about what can happen in a month. Don't think about what can happen in a year. Just focus on the 24 hours in front of you
Jonathan O'Sullivan. Luca Tatsunifi. Jackson Rich. Rose Salamanca. Cameron Smith. Finally, we have Ms. Scafini's class. Bonamir Austin. Stephen Barnes. Justin Bartholomew. Emma Green. Miabella Cavalera. Riley Floyd. Ashley Gray. Destiny Dustin. Gabriel Gomez. Nicholas Hayes. Curtis Heber. Gavin Hay. Robert Judson. Dominic Rasmus. Mitchell Martin. Kaylee Moriarty. Joshua Tate. Grace Person. Sydney Michelle. Charles Nicholas. Jason Shaka. Joseph Smith. I'd like to share just a few remarks before we conclude the ceremony. We do have a farewell from our teachers as well coming up, an amazing song from our kids. But I do like to share a few thoughts with our parents and kids going up to the middle school. You know, when I had children at home, and I'm sure you were the same, we were worried about them. We thought, what can we do to make sure their lives progress how we hope they do? And when they're little, it's easy to recognize our role as their parents. We know that to keep them safe, we need to do that for them. These guys here sitting on stage with me, they're getting bigger now. And the natural inclination of us parents is to try to provide them with the freedom that will require more freedom, but that doesn't mean that they require less parenting. When your kids enter middle school, when they go to high school, and when they're going towards college, they need you more than they ever have before. These kids are going to be encountering some of the most challenging environments that they will ever face in the next 1, 2, 3, 4 years. And they need somebody in their lives that they can trust. They need somebody in their lives who've gone through it before. They need somebody in their lives that they know, regardless of what bumps they encounter or what mistakes they make, they're going to be loved unconditionally through every step of the way. And that you're there to help them. When my little ones were 4, 5, and 6-year-olds in their free time, I could send them to the playroom and they could entertain themselves for hours and hours. Well, these guys, when they're looking for their free time, they might be out in the neighborhood. They might be spending time with friends. And they're going to encounter decisions that are impossible in the minds of 11, 12, 13, 14-year-olds. It's going to be you who are there for them through those decisions, who help guide them to make the good decisions and to help them when they made decisions that you might view as maybe not the best ones to have made. So I encourage you, as your kids exit our school and they go towards the middle school and they enter high school and start considering college in their adult lives, make sure you work every day to create a relationship with these guys where they know when those hard decisions and they know those hard moments are there, they know that they can call you and ask you for help. And that's the way that you know that your role will never end. I'll tell you, yesterday I had a flat tire in my driveway. Who did I call? I called my dad. He came by to help. It was Father's Day. And he was happy to do it. And you will play that role in the lives of your kids all the way up through the time when they have middle school. Don't lose focus. Gain focus. Because they are about to encounter the most challenging time of their lives, and you're the most important people to help them. So, without further ado, I'd like to invite our 6th grade team up for some farewell remarks. And we'll have the guys.
On behalf of your 6th grade teachers, we would like to take a moment to share words of inspiration with all of you. This is a poem that my mother gave to me on my high school graduation. It was printed on a bookmark, and it was something I would hang near my desk space for those moments when I needed to dig deep and keep going. I have carried these words with me ever since, and we are now sharing this work with you. The poem is titled, Don't Quit. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the bumps are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to stop. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit.
Success is failure, turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt. And you never can tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems far. So stick to the fight when you are hardest hit. It's when things go wrong that you mustn't quit.
I'd like to invite Timothy Marrow up to our piano. ceremony, I do want to remind you that their graduation celebration is this afternoon with a pizza party, TJ here at school. So if you would like your children to participate in that, they need to stay in school today. However, we will give you an opportunity to touch base with them outside if you'd like to get